What's going on, everyone? Goddrifter here, and welcome to another CarX Drift Racing live stream. Um, well, actually, before I even choose a car, I didn't even make the lobby. Um, hello, welcome to the live stream. Um, so today I'm gonna be just drifting around some S chassis, probably some Mark 7s here and there. Probably a four-door sedan. You never know. Anyway, um. So any further ado, let me just get this lobby underway. Alright. Now the thing is, I was supposed to stream at 9, but I woke up a lot later than usual, so uh yeah, it's kind of a bad habit to have actually. I mean, then again, it has been on since doing the S15. Oh jeez. Actually, I think I know the reason why I actually changed the reason why I changed the driver settings, because like it seems like the driver is sitting way too close to the wheel. So yeah, this is why I changed it in the first place. I think I forgot to lower the tire pressure. Do I use a wheel or control? I use a controller. That's the reason why. You not hear me like struggle to turn one way or another. And yes, I'm one of those people that be like use a controller, and I see most people like, ew, you use a controller? Wow, you don't even spam it on wheels. It's like, you know, these here, yeah. And like, man, wheels the best. Like, yeah, but I prefer difficulty using a controller. So there's that. And then again, there are also some people that actually do use controller as an alternative to a wheel, but um, a lot of people do say like wheel is easier than a controller. But I've been using controller like ever since I was little. Like the only time I'll use a wheel it was if it's in an arc it was like some sort of arcade game, like a legit arcade machine where the wheel is actually the controller. It's like okay, cool. But when it comes to like home consoles wise, I've seen a lot of people actually buy legit like a seat, steering wheel, and handbrake setups along with a shifter. But for me, I like everything in the controller, so uh, yeah, there's that. Hmm. Okay, I probably need to. see what's wrong with the car. It's not the controller, I know that for sure. But I think it's because of the I think it might be the angle that I had on the car. Because originally I had the angle at 0%. So like the Ackerman angle was like around 0%. Now I have to change it to 40% because it makes it a little bit easier. Um, how many streams I do a day? Usually I do one. I do sometimes two. But other times if something went wrong with the stream, then I'll do another. Then I'll do something. Then I'll do multiple until like something stops when things happen. So like for example, I usually stream Gran Turismo Sport. But unfortunately, due to the recent update, it makes the game not playable. The fact that um every time um every time you actually want to like change cars and you accidentally press the X button without pressing like car settings, then the game crashes. So yeah, that makes it a lot more hard to actually stream than I thought about it. Um, Sometimes kind of like having it's kind of like trying to face swap and face swap an S14 Zenki front end um to a legit Nissan two. Let's see, yeah, Nissan to a Nissan S13. It's going to be a lot difficult to the fact that even though they're the same exact vehicle, the year of the car is a little bit different than others. Okay, there we go. So it wasn't the tire pressure at all because it was as low as it possibly can. I just need to change the adhesive. Oh great, and my my controller's about to die. Yeah, overall I usually stream once per day. Um, but other times if I if I'm doing like if I'm in a really good mood today, if I'm in a really good mood, then it's probably two streams because I used to do like legit two streams every single day until like I realized that my internet will legit like crap itself if I'm streaming more than once. So I decided to do like one stream per day. Okay. Okay, the car is doing well, that for sure. And saying that when hitting the wall at the same time. But the thing is, in terms of this game, like around usually 30 minutes, I will probably would change cars because, like, unfortunately for me, I had this tendency to actually switch cars every time every time I got used to it, and then I stopped using the car entirely. I'm like, okay, I might as well change cars. Watching? Yes, yes you are. Usually when it comes to like any other stream, like for example, I think like I had around like 10 people watching in Gran Turismo Sport. Um, Other times what's that called? Other times it can be other times like there's like legit little to no people watching, so it's like okay. might as well just do everything I can to actually do. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna do multiple amount of things. I think it's because here's the thing. When it comes to like car wrecks, I usually do Springstone, which it has a balanced amount of things that you can actually do anything with. So, for example, like because there's like a car meet spot there, there are drift spots here, and usually a lot of people usually just do. I think there are some people that actually do track day stuff. So literally like they turn off the drifting part, and then it's like okay, it's legit like a time attack type of thing. Hmm. Actually, not thought about it. Let me see if I can actually. Oh, actually, not thought about it. It's not. Okay, so if you're wondering what that livery is, that's the RSR livery. I think that was redone recently. Uh, but then again, the RSR livery was probably one of the only things that had a lot of the most annoying person you ever met in GT Sport. To be completely honest, it'd probably be okay. Um it basically has to be a Javio. Like no joke. Like he's like the only person I know. I didn't know him very well, but Hollywood is that one guy that goes into car shows just to mess them up, and it's like, yeah, no, he has to go. Like seriously, like how many people actually realize it's like, okay, yeah, no, that's not right. But I'm mostly a chill guy, so yeah. Um, hmm. What was I do? Oh yeah, I need to change the taillights. See, taillights. There we go. And boom. Now the recreation is completed. Hmm. But I'm mostly chill. That's like the one thing that I am. But I think a lot of people don't know that I'm way too laid back because like something happens like, dude, do something. I'm like, yeah, all right, just give me a moment. But yeah, I'm mostly a car I own in real life. I don't drive. Like I legit do not drive, nor have a license. So basically, AKA I had nothing, zilch, absolute zero. um, but even though I don't drive, I'm still a car guy. So there's that. But if I were to own a car in real life, then it'll probably be a Genesis. Well, not the new Genesis, but I'm talking like Genesis from like 2009 to 2012, because those are the ones that actually came with like V8s and stuff. So either that or like a Q45 or GS200, um, or heck even a Honda Accord Coupe V6, which I would have been like, okay, that's probably one of the only cars I know that doesn't like get shown off very often. Probably because like Honda discontinued not only the coupe model but also discontinued the V6 model. So then again, if I thought about it, they could have easily just grabbed the V6 from the newer NSX, and it's like, okay, let's just do that. But then again, I then yeah, I prefer the 2014 coupes over the 2014 Civic, and it's because, well, I'm not the biggest, but you know, they're not bad looking. I'm just not the biggest fan of the Civics that that Honda produced back in 2012, 2014. The 2000, I think the newer ones came out around 2017, if I remember correctly. Um, yeah, it's like, okay, they're not bad, but I mean, it could have been better. Like, for example, like, even though I like the Civic hatch and the Civic coupe, I'm not the biggest fan of the Civic sedan. Like, I'm wondering, like, how in the world they went from, okay, this is good looking, this is good looking, this is good looking, and then you look at the newer, like, 2017 to 2020 model Civics, and it's like, why? Why did you do that to this car? This poor car deserve anything that did not deserve the treatment it has gotten. But yeah, most of the time the Civics, they're legit thief magnets. That's basically the. And I know it's like a stereotype, but unfortunately that stereotype is true. In fact, I remember that my own not general my introduction to automotive teacher actually owned a bunch of Civics, and yeah, every single one of them got stolen. And heck, even had to park his car way too close to one SUV and then one truck. Apparently, they still stole it, and it's like, what? Like, how is that even possible? Like, aren't the trucks usually like 30, like not 30, around like 4,200 pounds, like depending on the trim level. It's like, yeah, but they still stole it. And it's like, okay, that's impossible. Hold on. But it's drift all-wheel drive. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Then again, I do believe that I don't know if they actually had this update for the console version, but I think the rear wheel drive, not rear wheel drive, but I think one of the updates actually for PC is that they removed um the SWI chassis from front wheel drive from all wheel drive to rear wheel drive. If I can wait, actually, but yeah, yeah, I'm using like ultimate spec type stuff. So literally, um, it's like, okay, how in the world am I supposed to do this? Like, well, it's actually not that bad. It's just that of all the cars that had the most trouble drifting, it'd probably be this. My Lexus RCF. Um, Reason being, well, I could I don't know, to be completely honest. Um, Darcy, my goodness. All right. All right. Let me show what I mean by this is this is probably the most difficult vehicle that I ever drifted in, and I say this for a reason. Like it's probably like top five most difficult vehicles to drift in this game. Unless I fixed it, that is. Yeah, this is what I mean. Um, like if I give the car too much angle, then it won't be able to it won't be able to snap into another direction. Okay, there we go. All right. So all I need to do is hold the handbrake for a little bit, and then actually will snap back. Jesus Christ, this is Fast Food Circuit Drift, the game all over again. Only difference being that it's newer car. Okay. Is it possible not to drift the entire track? Hmm. No, I thought about it. I thought it can be possible not to drift the entire track, but then again, this is like just don't drift in general. Oh, okay. Hmm. If I'm gonna do this, I need something that actually interesting. Ooh, actually. All right. All right. Keep in mind that this car is all-wheel drive, so I basically do not know how to actually drive this car in the first place. So yeah, there's that. It's just two people. Yeah, I know. I can actually see it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to the fact that this is a racing setup and it is a Y body. Hey! It's going like way too many it's like yeah, it's too many things going on here. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't know this game is there any 80s cars? Hmm. Actually, there is actually. Like you're talking like early A's or late A's, or like just A's in general? Because if you're talking about A's in general, then we actually have plenty. Like plenty. I mean, we have plenty. Let me just get my. Wait, nope, not just up. There we go. So like for example, we got any 1980s. Yeah, we have you got the 86s. That's 90s. I believe that's 70s. I can't remember. 2015, 80s, 80s, 60s, 90s, 90s, definitely 90s. 60s, 80s. Wait, 80s-ish. This is per se. Um, I believe that's 70s. I can't remember. Uh, 2000s. I believe it's 60s. 2000s. This is definitely 80s. Um, late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2010s, 2000s, 90s, 2000s, um, 80s ish, because the original the original FC came out around 1980 something. I can't remember. Wait, no, 1986, and then it was redesigned. It was this and they it was a place where they had replaced by the FD around the 1990s. Um, the only you can tell which model is which is due to taillights, because the original had taillights like these, but if you look closely, that's that's the 90s. Yeah, so 80s, 90s. So yeah, it's that. 90s, 60s, 90s, 90s, I guess. Mid to that. Let's see. Yeah, wait. Mid 2010s. Tree Trackhawk. My goodness. Um, that's mid. Let's see. That's late 2010s, 2000s, 90s. I don't know what year this truck is. 80s, 90s, 90s, 60s. Rest of the mod. 60s. Mid 2000s, mid 2000s, wait, not mid 2000s, um, mid 2010s, mid 2010s, late, wait, no, early 2010s, my mistake, mid 90s, let's see, no, early 2010s, um, late 2000s, early, wait, eh, late 89, let's see, 89 to 93, um, mid 2010, um, late 19, not late 19s, late 2000s, early 2010s. Um, I'm guessing late 90s. I can't remember. 2000s for sure. Um, late 2000s, late 2000s to late 2010. 1990s. Excuse me. Mid 2000s to early 2010s. Excuse me. 1990s to, let's see, 2010s, in the 2010s, 19, let's see, mid late 90s, early, let's see, yeah, early, let's see, late 2000s, early 2010s, uh, definitely 90s, um, mid 2010, um, I think this is new, like this is 2000 and, I see 2015 2020, I can't remember. Um, I see, yeah, early 2010, um, late 2000s to legit late 2010s. I'm only gonna make another GTR because I know there was a facelift one for sure. Uh, this car been out for 10 years. Um, this car been out for wait no, late 2000s to early to mid wait no, early 2010. Um, 1960s, 1960s, 19 let's see, 2000s, 2020s, early 2014, um, 2014 to 2017. That's definitely mid 2000s, 2010s, 60s. I don't know what year this card's from. 2012, obviously, and then 1960s. All right. So for the most part, we have a handful of 80s cars and 90s cars, but a lot of people didn't realize like was the 2000s had some good cars. I know that for sure. But I just need some water after talking so much. Okay. That's it. All right. Oh, and you think this is a Trackhawk? Trackhawk? This isn't. No Trackhawks have V8s. This is a V6. So I'm guessing this is the regular model of Jeep. I can't remember. I mean the I mean then like V6 no Hemi. What do you suspect? I mean it may look like it, yeah, but this is most people think like, oh, okay. If you hear V6, then that's not a, and that's no Hemi. It's like, yeah, this is a Trackhawk. This is a regular. I think this is the original Jeep Wrangler, not Wrangler, Jeep Cherokee, not Grand Cherokee. Yeah, Jeep Grand Cherokee. If you want to know which one have V8s, there's a half. Let's see, basically a handful of cars have V8s for some reason. Um, the ones I know have V8s so far, obviously, Dodge Charger, um, Ford Mustang Fox body, let's see what else is there. Um, the Raven RV8 has one. Um, let's see what else is there. The Inferno has one. The Hornet has one, I believe. Um, Howard obviously has one. Um, the Eleganto has one. Uh, so not a Raven. I'm just going by yeah, I know what the car is based off. It's just that they call it a different vehicle. Uh, so it's a Holden U, not a Raven. It's like, well, I'm calling it the car based off the game. So this is um. Oh, yeah, so you're wondering what about the Judge? The Judge is an inline six. I tried it, believe me. Um, the M3 has one. The Challenger has one. Let's see, Warden has one even. Um, the Spark obviously has one. Uh, I believe the Cobra's inline four. I can't remember. Um, so and yes, it is Mercedes Benz. So there's that. Mustang has one. Um, Surprisingly, the Audi has one. Has one as well. Um, to the car with the most power. Okay, let me check. See which car has the most power. Wait, that one's 1300. That one's 800. Wait, did I tune it correctly? Huh, okay, it's maxed out to 810, so that's a bust. A64, that's a bust. Okay. Nomad. Okay, that's 1200. Hmm. Okay, that's 1500. Viper, 1400. Hmm. Well, the Shark. GT, even though this is a M5, that was 900. This one is 1200. Let's see, Warrior is 1100. This car's 900. Space Knight's 1100. This one is 1000. Hmm. Okay. Nismo, 1100. Okay, 1000, 1200, 1100, 1299, 1013. Wait a minute. Okay, I didn't bother checking how much horsepower this car will make. Okay, so 1044. Hmm. Okay, 1100, 1003, 815. Hmm. Okay, what else is there? 840. So I'm guessing the highest horsepower car I have will probably be the C7. While also checking every single car just in case. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I guess the car. Well, then again, if they were talking about the highest horsepower, it'll probably be listing, due to the fact that it's unfairly powerful. In fact, uh, yeah, the Christmas truck has 2300 horsepower. Oh my goodness. 2300 horsepower. It looks like that. How does that work? Oh my goodness. I'm already done. Alright. This is Oh Jesus. Wait. Before anything else. Camera settings. I need to reset it all. Thank you. Like what in the world? It's like how in the world did my camera get so bad? I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, then again, you did say just the car with the most horsepower. This is the vehicle with the most horsepower. probably need to tune the suspension and the angle kit so that way they can slide a lot easier. Is there a V12 car? Fortunately there isn't. I don't know if one of the cars is a V12, but then again, I wish there was a V12 in this game. But I think the highest power, well, other than the semi trucks, is possibly a V10. Okay. What else do I need to do? Okay, that's the reason. Because most of my suspension parts are legit um tuned to legit ridiculously soft. So that way it's like, so that way it's literally just hopping around like it was Bugs Bunny for some reason. Okay. Hmm. All right. I mean, then again, there's only like, well, like we see 3 to 4 cars with V10s. So in terms of like what cars are, it's obviously the Viper, the R8, the LFA, and I believe there's also the M5, if I remember correctly. Um, in fact, like, I'm not kidding when I say this, but what was that, the top left corner? Um, so so a black box now is gone. Oh dear lord, it sounds like. And that's not screaming V10. I don't know what is. This is like black box. Are you talking about the wait top left corner? Hmm. Actually, I need. I, saw saw a black box. Now it's gone. I do believe. You think you meant like the top right corner? Oh, that's my that's the profile. So basically it basically shows like how many gold, silver, and bronzes you have, how many cars bought, how many open tracks there are, and your time of day, drift races, time attacks. No. Oh. Hmm. It's like wait, top right, top left. Cause top right is basically the options button, and then you look at the room list. Then yeah, it's basically your profile basically. Um. So yeah. Like, oh, never mind. Okay. Alrighty then. Hmm. It has been long since I've driven this car. again, if they're gonna add another Audi, it's probably gonna be like a sedan or like an Audi S4 or RS3 or a second generation R8 or or like a big full size sedan like an S8. Either way, it's probably gonna be good to have another Audi. Um, yeah, there's that. Hmm. Okay, I'm surprised that that's like, well, rip, rip headphone users. Ay, ay, ay. It's gonna be like, okay, there is a thing that if you play a game where the car noise is too loud, then rip headphone users. Uh, and the reason why I say that is because legit, I played a game known as Car Mechanic Simulator, and it was a supercharged V8 powered, a supercharged V8 powered BMW M3, and that car was so loud that I'm like, well, rip headphone users. Oh my goodness. Alright. So in terms of who I want to bring out next? Might as well bring out the Corvette because then again, in terms of like, okay, so here's the thing. Each car has a theme. Like if it's American, then you probably would see like bleh, R Corp and stuff, which usually is also has a American flag of sorts. So literally, if it has an American flag and R Corp, then that's that's the actual theme. Oh jeez. Yeah, this is one of the cars that's very difficult to drift. Holy crap, alright. Hmm. Yeah, it's going from a little bit. hood. What is this thing on the hood? I think this is a. Huh. It looks like a. Huh. It looks like a throttle body of sorts. Well, not throttle body. It was. I think it's more like a exhaust intake. I can't remember. This dual throttle body. I don't know. Wait, no, actually, yeah, it is a throttle body. I just realized I'm like, wait a minute. Because there are there are sometimes there are there's sometimes that most cars actually has something sticking out. It's usually like an individual throttle body of sorts. Still 20. So right now, doing nice 360 entry. Well, like can't do it with how much. Can't do it with, you know, well, the car was legit 1500 horsepower. Alright. Jeez. Hmm. Yeah, I no. Actually, I just realized that for the most. But then again, I completely. Oh, jeez, my bad. As I was saying, um, I forgot that in terms of like actual school, yeah, in terms of like school stuff, most of the time, um, you know, like legit schools, their spring break starts a lot earlier than, not earlier, starts later than the college students. Because ours starts in March, theirs starts in April. So, what do you, what I use for drag? I don't usually do drag races. But I'm sick. That's even worse. Oh my. All right. I completely realized. Okay, because they say I can go to school now. So okay, that's cool. I go 8 hours a day. Yeah, it's like wait a minute. So literally from the morning to okay, that's not bad actually. Um, so it's legit 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Alright, time me to go back to S15. I actually do miss driving the mess out of it, but it should be fine. Um, okay, I just need to look for my. Huh, didn't realize that there are two variants of my own lobby. Gudgeon has no school. I'm in college. These are used for a drag car. I normally don't use drag cars, like at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure I remember correctly. The last time I checked, I was known as Goddrifter. Now would I? uh, and in case you guys do not know, I'm in college. So yeah, for the most part, I'm already at spring break, and I think it's like uh, well, I don't go back to like 21st. So yeah, there's that. Oh jeez. Okay, we're good. Like I'm dead too. Like I don't normally do drag races, but if I did do drag races, I would use that Corvette because of 'cause obviously 1500 horsepower is no joke, or something to be messing with. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm in the wrong lobby. I believe I don't know which one's which, but I think this one has what I do when I don't stream. I'm mostly just a normal person. The only difference is that I stream sometimes. Usually, um, uh, well, for the most part, uh, one time I don't stream is legit Sunday and Monday because Sunday and Monday is legit a chance for the internet to actually, you know, to not crap on itself, for the most part. Um, hmm. He's a feral business bureau owner. I am not, unfortunately. I wish I was a feral business bureau owner, but I don't have that luxury. So there's that. um, I mostly just, I mostly relax. Um, Not to mention, I actually play some games that I do play video games that normally won't normally no one will actually play. So legit. Um, Things such as like any like fighting games or RPG games, I usually just play those. Um, but for the most part, I read web comics, I cook, I mostly listen to music, and yeah, I watch anime. So take it how you will. Anyway, but yeah, most of the time it's usually like lounging. fact, um, there are three things that actually got me to cars in the first place. One is because my brother keeps on bringing in every single race game he can find. Not to mention, I also played um, Test Drive 2002 when my uncle had it. My amigo, my amigo, and watched Tono Media. As I'm still wondering if they're going to do another Up to Speed because I actually do miss that. What else is there? Um, the second reason is because of an actual show called Initial D, and the the other one is well, I collected Hot Wheels when I was a kid, so uh, yeah, it was probably worth every single penny on how to get into cars in the first place. So yeah, Fast and Furious didn't get me into cars. Um, Fast and Furious got me into customizing cars, but overall in general, like Initial D got me to cars, not Fast and Furious. So yeah, that's how I got into cars in the first place. And unfortunately for those that don't know, the the Initial D I'm talking about was the one that was dubbed by Tokyo Pop. So yeah, I've gotten used to the Takumi being called Tak, Itsuki being called Iggy, uh, Natsuki being called Natalie. I'm like, oh no. And then I forgot what the two chicks' names that were riding the Still 80. Well, I do know is that their counterpart of the Toyota Pop variant was known as Mary and Sue. I'm like, oh no, okay. um, yeah, Takahashi brothers. Yeah, Keisuke and Ryosuke were known as KT and Rio of all things. I'm like, oh no. It's like, well, I guess that's how it is. And then there's Kenji is being called Ken. Oh my god, I forgot what Ikutani's name in the Tokyo Pop version, but, uh, yeah, I actually kind of forgot. But, yeah, half the time it's mostly just, not to mention, there's that theme song that, keep in mind, I'm like, what is this song? Like, why can I get that song out of my head? And it's like, oh, that's the song? Okay, wait a minute, there's two variants of it. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what the opening sounds like. Oh, that's the song I keep hearing in my head. Well then. And then the ending variant was like, oh, okay, it's a lot chill. I was like, okay, that's actually not bad. But yeah, initially got me into cars, not anime. The only thing that got me to anime was my brother, cause he keeps shoving Dragon Ball Z into my face. I'm like, okay, okay, well, you know what? I'll watch it. It's not gonna, not like it's gonna turn me violent or anything. And I was kind of right, even though my preschool teacher was like, he keeps saying his man, he says, Meha Meha. It's like, yeah, that means he's want to blow you up. It's like, what? It's like I just like this show, okay? Can you pay me for it? Yeah, oh my goodness, funniest childhood I ever had. Oh my goodness. Then again, it was probably one of the best things of of the childhood thing, where literally, um, yeah, it was actually not that bad. Hmm. Alright, tell me to change cars. Ay, ay. What else I got? But then again, uh, the first time I, the first anime I watched by myself was literally a show called Bleach. Yeah, one of the top, one of the big three that actually gone that has been made into an anime, and it was probably one of the coolest animes I ever watched. To a point where I'm literally just drawing the masks from Bleach. I'm like, yeah, I do believe it was kind of cool that a lot of people didn't realize, like, oh, the masks were the big thing. Not like, yeah, the masks were the big thing. Not like, I know the swords are also the big thing, but the masks. Oh man, the masks. And I'm like, okay, I'm literally just here, just minding my own business, just want to watch some anime. um, and then again, like the first like mature mature-esque anime that I watched was it was a show called Rosario Plus Vampire. It was like one of those anime where it's like, oh, okay, there's a normal guy that goes to a school which is not normal at all, meets this chick, and it's like, yeah, you're the first chick I met. Let's be friends. It's like, cool. Then the next episode, oh, I'm like, oh, don't worry, she's friendly now. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. And then it was like three, like it went from one to two to four, and eventually it was like six. I was like, oh heck no. It's like might choose one or the other. This is you can't have them all. Oh my goodness. And then season two was like, oh god, there's seven. This is like, why there's seven? Oh my goodness. And I say seven because, well, this is because, well, the main heroine, like, not the, okay, like, legit, the female variant of a hero, is, literally is the full-on definition of a split personality. And, yeah, I was like, okay, it was not bad, but it's not good either. Because legit, like every single problem they solve is literally, boom, kick to the face. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like, it was like One Punch Man before One Punch Man. Like, she was that OP. And like, yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this in front of my, and like, yeah, I'm not watching this in front of my family members because, yeah, that show was legit sketchy. And it was at that time I'm like, you know what? This probably will make more sense than I thought it would. And then, like the first ever anime-esque game that I ever got into was the Persona series. And, I didn't play Persona until like 2018, 2017. it was right after I graduated from high school, and my first ever Persona game was Persona 5. So I'm like, okay, cool. They're like, yeah, my first Persona game that doesn't involve that. They say, yeah, my first RPG game. I say, yeah, it wasn't my first RPG game. That'll probably go to Dynasty Warriors, but overall, not only was like my first RPG, like my first JRPG game, but it'll be my first RPG game, period. Now, for those who do not know, I have been playing racing games, fighting games, and shooting games all my life. And it was until legit 2013 where I experienced the first ever game that I ever played that even though it's a fighting game, it will have been considered an RPG, which would be Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires. But I don't normally count that since that was a demo and it was legit free. If you count Dynasty Warriors 8, then does the free alliance thing count? Because I don't know. And not to mention, legit, half my spendings, let's see, half my stuff was spent was on Dynasty Warriors 8. And believe it or not, it was probably the only things I regret, which was not buying the full game so I can get all the weapons. But at the same time, actually is pretty cool to actually um, get the weapons for that game so you can actually use it however you want it. But the legit the funniest thing ever is like, okay, we got Persona 5, okay, and then like legit last year I ended up buying a PlayStation card and I bought both Persona 3 and Persona 4. To be specific, Persona 3 FES, and then I bought Persona 4 for from the PS2 classics on the PS3. Um, I'm still playing Persona 3 FES. Um, I got legit almost done. All you do is like level up to like at least around level 89. So that way I want to like, so that way I can actually get like some of the personas I do need. But unfortunately, due to the fact that like that giant door is legit a death trap, I'm like, yeah, I do wish I saved. Yeah, for the most part, it was an experience. Um, in terms of the shooting game thing, well, I stopped playing shooting games due to the fact that um, I don't want to be that one fan member that breaks controllers every now and then. Even though I'm mostly a racing game type of guy. Well, yeah, that's my story on how I got into like anime and stuff in the first place. Even though the anime game thing kind of counts, but yeah, it's actually not that bad. But the thing about this is literally, if you guys, if most people say like, oh, like okay, you watch anime, but do you actually make like anime-esque type cars? Like you're talking about like the cosplay of it, then yes. If you're talking about like Itasha stuff, like they add anime characters on cars, then no, because I will be embarrassed. Like I will legit be embarrassed to actually in ride around in a car with anime stuff on the side. I'm like, yeah, um, exits this way. this. Ay, ay. I say, let me get my magenta S14, so that way I can actually that way it actually would make more sense to actually drift and everything else. Thank goodness. I might need to find my own lobby. 20 category extension. What in the world, man? Okay. It's like, dude, you're in the wrong lobby. Like, what in the world? Yeah, I must just remake it again. Yikes! I thought I could find my own lobby, but nope. This is. Alrighty then. Okay, just need to. So I'm gonna actually. This off. Alright. Okay, I can pull it backwards. Or can I pull a mega backwards? Ah, I can only pull it backwards. Dang it. Hmm. Alright, here's a fun fact for you guys. I didn't know what Han's car was back in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift until I ended up playing their game variant, the movie game. Like, no joke, I ended up playing the game of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift game, and it turns out that it was an RX-7, which I did not realize it until I put two together, and I realized that the roof was very similar to the one that was in the movie. So I ended up recreating the car, and I did a terrible job at it. It's just, hmm. Because I haven't used the SC in a while. But yeah, mostly it's because of three things. One, because I don't know what I was customizing. Like, I was like, let me buy myself an RX-7 so I can actually like do a lot of highway racing. And it's like, oh, it has a specific body kit. It's like, okay, that looks cool. And yeah, it's just, on. Is it, did they amplify the SC's? And I got stuck. And did they amplify the SC300's? They actually did. Oh my goodness, this is insane. If that's not a screaming, if that's not a screaming 2J, I don't know what is. Oh my goodness. That is the full-on definition of of a screaming 2J. And I'm guessing, judging by the way the car sounds, it sounded like a GE. Now, a lot of people saying like, "Oh, the 2J is the best engine of all time." It's like, well, okay. If it's so good, then why they stop making it? Because for the most part, when it comes to like having a 2J in a car, that means it's like, okay, you got some like tuning potential. Like, for example, like a GS300, a SC300, like those two have 2Js. Except they're the GE model, not the GTE model. The IS300, see, heck, even the IS300 has like a 2J, not like a 2J, but it is a 2J. But yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, um, okay, there's one car I want to drift. It's probably this. Hmm, not bad if I do say so myself. Although this car is gonna get a remake, gonna get like a re. Actually, yeah, the car is getting a redo. So, like right after this, I'll probably do like do every single thing, like including the body kit and the paint, the wheels, um, like the stance of it. It's actually the stance is not bad. Um, I just need to know what to do with a car like that. Hmm. Okay, the car seems a bit too quiet for what it is. Alright, here's a fun fact. The Nissan R32 had a lot more trim levels than its than its younger generations. In fact, the total of the R32's chassis, the R32 trim levels legit are legit added up to 10, which is the original HR34, which was, I think it was sedan only, I believe, and coupe. So okay, that you will. Then let's see, there's the HR34, there's the ER34, and then there's the BNR, right, BNR34 and HR34. I meant R32, my mistake. Anyways, so there's okay, so there's the regular. Let's see, there's the GS model, there's the GST, the GTS, there's the GT. I think this is called the GT4. There's the GTST. There's the GTT. Um, there is also there is the GS4, GTS4, and then there's the GTR, along with the GTR V-Spec, and then V-Spec 2, and then V-Spec NER. I think that's what it's called. Um, but overall, the first half of it came with RP20s, and then they later developed RP25s, and then there's also an RP26. So most likely, what most people are going for is legit the GTR. But there is also something about the GTST and the GTS4 that the GTR doesn't have, which most likely is price. Legit, the GTR was around 36 grand, keep in mind, and that's used. Unfortunately, unfortunately due to the fact that a lot of a lot of Skylines are pretty much really expensive than any other car in the market. It makes the Lamborghini Huracan, not Lamborghini Huracan. It makes the newer GTR more cheap than the R32. But it also depends on the year of it. Like if I had to get my own if I had to get my own R32, it will probably be the GTST. And the reason is because it's the same exact power plant, except it's rear-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive. So for the most part, it's kind of like buying a 2009 Nissan GTR, and you're buying it just for the aftermarket. Like it was probably something that you see in a racing game, and it's like, okay, I want to actually get that. But at the same time, you don't want to spend the extra money. So it's like, okay, so what do I do? It's like, oh, just go for the 2009 model. It's like, oh, okay, that does make more sense. And yes, most people will say like, oh, okay, it's actually not that bad. It's just that legit many people actually do want the GTR, and it's like, okay, I got myself a GTR. What can I do to it to make it actually look more cooler? And you're just literally spending extra money on stuff that's, well, even though GTRs are nice, they're actually really cool. It's just that apparently they're way too expensive for the year it actually came out in. And it's the same thing with the Supra. Like, what's up, my guy? You okay? I'm good. I'm just. I'm good. I'm just like, um, just talking about the fun fact about, well, skylights, or like any '90s car in general. But overall I'm okay. Uh, let's play. I'm about to actually end the live stream, so um, yeah, it's it's very unfortunate the fact like And, like, legit, many people actually had stuff to do. In fact, I have things to do as well. So uh, there's that. Not to mention, there's 104. I need to eat something. Um, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below and see you next. Also, follow me on Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. Follow me on Twitter at GD247S. And last but certainly not least, you can check out my Discord. It's Goddrifter247sun Productions Garage Museum. And last but certainly not least, um, hmm, yeah, basically out of things to say. Anyways, without any further ado, just trying to play. I'm about to end the live stream, which is kind of unfortunate, but it should be fine. Anyways, this is Goddrifter to sign off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.